Hey everyone, this is Stephanie, registered dietitian at Foundations Medical Center. Welcome to my home. Today I'm going to show you guys a recipe that is delicious, nutritious, easy to make, requires very minimal cleanup, and is super versatile, and that's stir fry. So I've got a lot of veggies here. There's 4 key components to a good stir fry. 1, you want to have some veggies. 2, protein. 3, aromatics such as garlic, ginger, and then 4, condiments to make a sauce, right? So the reason why I wanted to choose a stir fry today is because it's super versatile. It can be modified to any diet, and it's great for, whipping up on busy weeknights, or if you have random ingredients lying around the house left over. Maybe you don't want to go to the grocery store and you have some things that you just need to utilize and you don't know how to put them together. Stir fry is your answer. So I've got my mise en place in here, which means everything in its place. I've got some protein here, some chicken. First things first is we are going to get a large skillet or a wok and then set it on about medium heat. Now, usually you would cook your protein first and then set it aside. Now we're utilizing leftovers, right? So we did a roasted chicken last night. So I just took some chicken breast and I cubed it, and I'm gonna set it aside because that's something that we're gonna add last. So I've already got my pan, preheated, it's on medium heat, and we're gonna start with our oil, and we're going to cook in our aromatics to kind of season the oil. So what you want to use is an oil that is heat stable at high temperatures, right? Because this is going to require a lot of heat, and something that has a high smoke point. So that would be something like coconut oil or avocado oil, maybe ghee or butter. But today I'm going to use toasted sesame oil because I'm going for that distinct Asian taste in the stir fry. So we're going to start with about 1 to 2 tablespoons. You can always add more later. And then some red chili flakes here. Now, if you don't like spiciness, you can totally omit this. I'm going to do just about a pinch to season the oil. Let's see, it's sizzling there. And then I'm going to add my garlic. Yeah. And my ginger. And the reason that we're seasoning this oil ahead of time, take that down a little bit. Not too much. The reason we're seasoning the oil ahead of time is because it's going to coat the vegetables and give it a lot of flavor. And remember, fat and salt brings out flavor in recipes. Now we're going to start with our veggies, and we're going to do the more dense veggies first, and then we're going to move to the less dense, or the veggies that are going to cook the quickest at the end. So in this case, I'm going to start with cauliflower. I've got some carrots. It's going to be a very veggie-heavy dish. Lots of good fiber and phytonutrients, right? So carrots, some usually like whole broccoli or cauliflower. I've got some squash and zucchini, and then bell pepper. So we'll start with all of that and kind of saute it all up together. No rhyme or reason here. Get it all nice and coated. And you want to kind of season as you go. You're going to cook this for about a minute. Got some black pepper here and a little pinch of salt. Remember, the recipe is kind of a guideline. You can modify it however you like. Omit, replace, substitute, whatever you want to do. Make it your own. All right. Now, after that cooks for about another minute, we're going to start with our less dense veggies, or the veggies that are going to cook a lot quicker. And in this case, I've got broccoli rabe, some red onion, some cabbage from my garden, throw that in. Lots lots of veggies. Just throw them all in there. The more the better. Very healing, right? So, of course, we're just a veggie loving family over here. You don't have to go this crazy, but we've got a large wok. We're hungry people. This will probably feed us for a couple of meals, you know? Another pro tip, just make larger batches of recipes, and that way you can have it left over for lunch the next day, or as leftovers with your family. You can always throw things on top of a salad the next day, or in a wrap, and you've got a completely new meal, right? So we got all that together too. Might add a little bit more sesame oil if you want, maybe some more red pepper flakes. I'm gonna do a little more salt and pepper. Okay. Man, it's lovely. Eat the rainbow, y'all. I'm gonna let that cook for about another minute. And then traditionally in a stir fry, they usually use like a stock or broth to help steam the veggies. Now you don't want to cook them too long because you want them to retain their nutrients, their color, and their crunch. But this is going to kind of add to steaming it and a sauce. So I'm going to go ahead and add that next. It's about a half a cup. It's just veggie stock I had. Pick it back up if you need to. That's great. I'm gonna let it steam. You can even put a lid on it too. If you've got a lot of dense veggies and you want them to cook, you can do that. So I've got the lid. I'm gonna put that on too, since I have a lot of veggies in here. I added my stock and I'm gonna add the lid to kind of let it steam for another minute. Okay, so I had this steaming here. Oh yeah, kick the temp up a little bit. It's looking great. So we're gonna stir that up. Of course, a little extra broth is good because it's going to add to the stir fry sauce. Make sure you stir it well. It smells really great. That's the whole point of those aromatics like the garlic and the ginger. Veggies smell great too. Veggie broth is great. Okay, so then, last but not least, we're gonna add our protein. So I'm just gonna throw in the chicken here. Now usually, if you were gonna cook your protein first, you'd wanna season it. Ours was cooked last night, so it was already seasoned, but you're gonna put that in your pan first with a little bit of oil and just salt and pepper is great. And cook it till it's a nice brown. All right, so we've got this nice looking balanced stir fry, all the colors, eat the rainbow, right? We're gonna add 2 more ingredients to kind of finish this off with the flavor. First one's gonna be rice vinegar. It's super classic in Asian dishes. It's gonna bring a little tanginess. I'm just gonna do a little splash. And then I'm going to use some tamari, which is gluten-free soy sauce. Now, if you've got a soy or gluten sensitivity, you can use something like coconut aminos. There's, liquid aminos, which is also another gluten-free option. And then I'm just going to do a little bit there to really bring out that Asian flavor. Kick it up a little bit more if you want some crispiness there, but I think we've got a good stir fry, guys. Now, if you wanted to thicken the sauce, you can always prepare the sauce ahead of time too. You can prepare a bowl and just put all of your different ingredients. You can do a little bit of oil. You can do some hot sauce too, honey if you want it to be sweeter, a little bit more salt and pepper if you'd like, or red pepper flakes. And if you want it to be thicker, you can always add cornstarch. There's also tapioca starch if you're avoiding corn too. There's a whole world of starches for cooking that will help thicken a sauce. And there you have it, guys. This is a nice, delicious, good crunch, good bite. I'm gonna take a bite here and test it out. Try something like the yellow squash. Perfect. Great bite, great flavor, still steaming a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead, might add a little extra red pepper flake for some spice. And then to finish, if you want it to be a heartier dish, you can always top it on top of some rice or quinoa. We've got some cauliflower rice, thankfully, that was hanging around. I'm gonna steam that up and then put this on top. Top with some sesame seeds if you want. Like I said, some more spice, some hot sauce, whatever you like. Remember, a recipe is just a guideline. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time. Take care.